Hey guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing 8 first impressions. These are products that are new to me. Some of them are new on the market in general, but some of them are only new to me. And I'm trying them out for the first time. This is the look that I ended up with. So if you want to see my thoughts on all of these products, then just keep watching. I already prepped my skin. I moisturized with the Origins GinZing Energy Boosting Gel Moisturizer. I have been loving this stuff. I've used it every single day since I got it. I can't get enough. And then I also use the Origins GinZing Refreshing Eye Cream to Brighten and Depuff. I use this under my eyes. Again, I've used it every day since I got it. I love both of them. So that has been on my skin for about a half hour. I am going to throw this on. I throw this on every single time I do my makeup. It's the Vaseline Lip Therapy Cocoa Butter. It just comes in this little tin and it is amazing. I just like to have something on my lips when I'm doing my makeup. Okay, so my first product is this. It's from Touch in Soul. It's the No Problem Primer. I got this, I think, in my Play by Sephora box bag thingy. On Sephora's website, it says that it's good for normal, oily, combo, dry, or sensitive skin, which is crazy because most primers are good for certain skin types, but not all skin types. And it says a light, silky primer that blurs the look of pores and wrinkles while enhancing the wear of your makeup. So that's awesome. Let's see. I haven't even opened this yet. So, okay, first, I have never used this and I'm squeezing it and there's like no product in here. So that's a kind of a bad sample. And it's really milky. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but it's almost clear and it's like a super milky formula. So let's see if it actually blurs my pores. It feels super lightweight and most pore filling primers feel really silicone-y and this one doesn't really feel silicone-y. It actually feels more hydrating. I don't know. I don't really think that it hid my pores that well. There are other primers that I think have done a better job, but it feels nice on my skin. So we'll see how it looks with makeup on top of it. For the rest of my skin, I'm just gonna throw this on as the Bare Minerals Good Hydrations Primer. My face has been a little bit dry recently, just like my forehead and my chin. I have no idea why. Usually in the summer I'm super oily and lately I've just been really dry. So I just want to put a little bit of a hydrating primer on the rest of my face. For foundation today, I'm going to be using the new It Cosmetics Bye Bye Lines foundation. I have mine in the shade medium, and this is supposed to be an anti-aging foundation, which I don't think you would necessarily be able to tell the benefits of it unless you use it over a long period of time. But it says that it's anti-aging, skin smoothing, and invisible coverage. So let's try it out. This is what the packaging looks like, and right off the bat, it kind of feels cheapy. It's plastic, which is crazy to me because there's some brands like e.l.f. and Wet n Wild that have glass packaging. So for It Cosmetics to be using plastic seems a little crazy when you're paying a higher price point for it. It does come with a pump, which is always a plus. And I believe this has 1 ounce. That's usually the typical. Yeah, it's 1 ounce. All right, so let's see how it goes onto the skin. And I'm going to be using my EcoTool sponge. I love this. I use it every single day. I don't really stray away from it anymore because I just really, really enjoy it. Okay, so the color is definitely light on my forehead. My body is much tanner than my face just because I use SPF every single day. I just got it on my earring. So I don't really let my face get any sun. So usually my foundation won't match my actual face, but it'll match my body, which is obviously what's important. Okay, so I did 1 layer basically on my entire face, and then I did a second layer just on my cheeks where I have some blemishes and scars. And I can still see the scarring a little bit through this, so I wouldn't say this is full coverage. I would say it's like medium and buildable. I do have to say that I'm not very impressed with the packaging at all. When I was pumping it, if I would hit it, sometimes only half of a pump would come out. Sometimes there wasn't even a full pump that would come out, or anything for that matter. And I feel like since this is my first time using it, it should be full and pumping out product every single time. So I definitely am not impressed with the packaging. And as far as the finish, it's kind of like a satin natural finish. I like that it's not super matte, but I kind of wish it had a little bit more coverage. Next up is this. It is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour Stick, and I have this one in medium tan. This one retails for $4.99 at Ulta, and this is what the packaging looks like. So you just twist it up. This is the highlight shade, and this is the contour shade. And I feel like you get a decent amount of product. It's a pretty thick pen, so for $4.99, we'll see. Let's do a quick swatch really quick of these. Okay, so this is what they look like. The contour shade looks really promising. The highlight shade I probably won't use just because I don't really highlight my face that much. All right, again, I'm going to be blending it out with my Eco Tool sponge. Okay, so this blends out super easily, and it seems like it's giving some pretty decent pigmentation. Okay, so I think that that blended out super easily, especially for a drugstore product. A lot of times drugstore products are a little bit harder to blend out, or they're more patchy, but I think that this blended out pretty nicely. I like this. I think it was super easy to use, and especially in the summer, I like using more cream products than powder products. So I, as of now, would recommend it. We'll see. I'll leave you guys notes in the bottom. I'm gonna link everything and then also leave you a note. I'll wear all of this makeup all day and then let you know how it wears throughout the day. All right, I don't have a new powder to try out, so I'm just gonna use my Coty Airspun translucent powder just to set my face really quickly. I'm not gonna use too much because like I said, I've been kind of dry and I don't like to have a really powdery look on my skin in the summertime. Next up, I'm gonna go in with this Becca bronzer. It's one of their sunlit bronzers and I have mine in the shade Capri Coast. This also retails for $38. I believe they came out in like the spring or summer this year, so they're new-ish but not brand new. I love the packaging, the gold and bronze. I think it's gorgeous. Online, it says, this neutral bronzer creates a natural warmth so skin looks sun-kissed and never orange. It is a pretty neutral shade. Starting out, I'm gonna use my Real Techniques. This is the Multitask Cheek Brush. And I'm just gonna dip in and go just into the hollows of my cheekbones. And then I'm gonna use my Real Techniques powder brush and warm up. I usually do the 3E technique. Okay, so I think this bronzer is gorgeous. I thought in the pan it looked like it had a little bit of a sheen, but on the skin it does not look shimmery or glittery at all, which I like, but I do think that it leaves your skin really nice and sun-kissed. So I love this. I'm not surprised I love it because I have loved every single Becca product I've ever used, and this one is no exception. So highly recommend this. I think that this is going to be in rotation regularly now. All right, I don't have new blush or highlight, so I'm just gonna throw on my Too Faced Love Flush Blush in Baby Love. This is my go-to shade. I think it's just a gorgeous natural flush color. And then I'm going to use my Tarte highlighter in Stunner. And I have been loving this one too all summer, so I'm gonna throw those on and I'll be right back. All right, I put my blush and highlighter on, so I'm done with my face makeup. And I personally like to set my face when I'm done with my face makeup. I know a lot of people do it when they're done with all of their makeup, but I don't usually wear eyeshadow on a daily basis, so I don't like how setting spray makes my eyelashes look. Sometimes it makes my mascara clump together. So I just like to do my face makeup and then set it and then move on to my eyes. Today, I'm going to be trying out the JCat. This is the Spray Set Go Makeup Setting Spray infused with aloe vera. This was $6.99 at Ulta. I haven't tried it yet, so let's see. It doesn't really smell like aloe. Oh, it looks like it has a pretty nice sprayer, especially for drugstore. So let's see. Okay, maybe it does smell like aloe. It does smell pretty spa-like. So I just like to spray that all over my face, and then I go back in with my sponge and just kind of pat the makeup into my face so it kind of like melts into your face and make sure you don't have any harsh lines. I think that it just makes your makeup just melt together and into your skin. All right, let's move on to the eyes. Okay, so I'm just gonna do eyeliner and mascara. For eyeliner, I'm going to use the Ico London I Do Liquid Liner, and this is a waterproof lash enhancing liner in carbon black, and it has a felt tip. Let's see. Okay, so it looks pretty black. Looks promising. I'm going to try to stay in frame while I do my eyeliner, but no promises. I feel like I'm always moving around when I'm doing it, so it might be hard for me to actually stay in frame. Okay, so this seemed like a pretty dry formula. I felt like I was kind of tugging at my lash line trying to get the line to be straight. It wasn't just like a super smooth line, and then when I was trying to wing it out, it was kind of pulling my skin and I couldn't get it to like look even or smooth. So I'm gonna keep playing around with this. I feel like it turned out okay, and I do like that it dried matte. It's pretty black, but you have to push a little bit harder for the full pigmentation to come through. So I don't know, it's $22. I don't know that I would recommend this. The Stila Stay All Day liquid liner is amazing, and the Kat Von D tattoo liner is also amazing. So I feel like those are options that are also kind of high end that I think I would recommend more than I recommend this one. All right, let's move on to mascara. I have the Lancome. I know I'm gonna say this wrong because it's French and I have no idea how to pronounce it, but it's Monsieur Big Mascara. And this one says a big volume mascara that delivers instant heart-stopping volume with up to 24-hour wear that lasts all night and even into the morning after for your biggest, blackest, boldest lashes yet. And this retails for $25 at Ulta. We will see. I can't think of a situation that I'd ever be wearing my mascara for 24 hours. I do not sleep in my makeup, so I don't think that I will ever test that out, but we'll see how it wears throughout the day. This is what the packaging looks like. It's pretty cute, just black with that pink. And then this is the applicator, and it looks like it has just a ton of bristles. It's not really curved at all. It's just straight up and down. So I'm gonna curl my lashes and then we'll go in with this. All right, so that is one layer of the mascara. I'm gonna let it dry and then do a second layer just because I always do a second layer. So when I test out a new mascara, I like to see the full potential of what it can be. I think after one layer, it looks pretty dang good. So we'll see how it goes after 2 layers. Okay, so this is what the mascara looks like after 2 applications. I will say that it got a little bit clumpy as I did the second layer, which I think is pretty normal for a lot of mascaras, especially volumizing mascaras. It's not my favorite. I have a lot of other mascaras that I like better, so I've done a ton of mascara videos, so I will leave those down below with some of the ones that I really like. I actually did a battle of the mascaras, which I talked about the best and worst out of I think like 13 different mascaras. So I will link those down below in the bottom bar, but this one I would say not worth the money. All right, lastly, this is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, and I have mine in the shade 05 Loyalist. This retails for $9.50 on the Ulta website, and it is a liquid lipstick that is supposed to be super matte. And I like that the applicator is a little bit pointed. I think it is a little bit more precise. So I'm gonna throw this on and I will be right back. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's obviously not dried down yet. And I do have to say, this is actually my second impression because I put this on the other day and wore it all day long just because I wanted to test it out early. and it did not dry down forever. I think like an hour and a half to 2 hours in, my lips still felt really sticky, and I just hate that feeling. And it was not transfer proof. I was drinking out of a straw. It was all over the straw. So I don't think that this lives up to like the matte ink name that it says. It's not a typical liquid lipstick that dries all the way down, or at least it didn't on me. A couple hours in, I put some lip balm on, and I think that the mixture of the two different formulas together kind of started breaking up the lipstick, so I lost a lot of it over the next couple hours, and I just wasn't that impressed with it. I think if you're going to do a liquid lipstick, it needs to stay all day and just be there so you don't have to worry about it, and that was not the case with this. I do really like the color, I like the applicator, I like the formula. It's very thin, it's easy to apply, but I just, overall, the formula and wearing it is not good for me, especially for $9.50. $9.50 is a little bit more expensive for a drugstore. So if I'm going to pay that, I'd rather either buy one that's more expensive and stays all day, or one that's less expensive and maybe is a little bit drier. Alrighty guys, that is everything. So some of the products I really liked, some of them not so much. This primer, I think that my makeup laid pretty nicely on top of it. I'm kind of indifferent about it. I think that if you have problem areas with pores, there are other primers that work better, but I did like it. It felt a little bit moisturizing, which was nice. The foundation, I am not impressed with the packaging. I do like the finish. I wish it was a little bit more full coverage without having to cake it on, but packaging definitely wasn't impressed with. And I think if you want something that has like a medium to buildable coverage, then yes, this is nice. I can't speak on the skincare benefits of it just because it's the first time I'm using it, but I do like it. I will continue to wear it. I just don't think that it's my absolute favorite. This contour stick I was pretty impressed with. It's only $4.99, which I think is a good deal. I don't think that I'll ever use the highlight color, but the contour color was good. It blended out really easily, and it wasn't taking off my foundation underneath, which some contour sticks do. So I do like this, especially for the price, if you like cream products. I absolutely loved this Becca bronzer. I think this was gorgeous. I think it really warmed up the skin, and it was so pretty and easy to apply. The setting spray I really liked. The mister was good, especially for the price tag. It smelled very fresh and spa-like. I really liked it, and I liked the way that it gave my skin this nice finish. It's not matte and it's not super dewy. It's just kind of a natural satin finish. I don't know about this eyeliner. It was a little bit dry for me. I think I'm going to pass on it. I'll probably continue to use it just because I have it, but I don't think I would repurchase it. The mascara, same thing goes for that. It's a high price tag for a mascara when there's so many other ones that are cheaper and better. And the liquid lipstick, I would pass on this as well. Okay, so now that I just said all those things, I think I had more passes than good products. But overall, I like the way my makeup looks. I just don't think that a lot of them are things that I would spend money on again. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.